Losing is what got us here. None of us feel good about it. This is, where we are. You are what your record is. You are what has happened, recently. But things can change quickly. Once we.
Tony, what's poppin' with you, brother? How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Back-to-back losers lounges, 2-game win streak. You know what I mean? Started off shaky, but we got that win.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We got the win tonight. Bulls fans, this is a real losers lounge because Bulls fans are sad about their team, man.
Yeah, it's not even about tonight for them.
Nah,
It's
not
been
happy about their team.
it's been a rough road since ball went down. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. It has. It has. My man Tay said, and I hate to say it, but we need Zach back, willing to swing the rock. I don't know if Zach wants to be there.
Yeah.
I think Zach is ready to move on. You know what I mean?
And the fact that he's saying I hate to say it means you probably didn't have these sentiments a week ago.
Right.
When the Bulls was, seemingly playing their best basketball without Zach LaVine.
Yeah, that's like Greg giving Randall a compliment. He would begin by saying, I hate to say it, but Randall played well tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what Greg would do. That's what Greg would do. Yeah. I think the Bulls just gotta blow it up. You know what I mean? I think they just gotta blow it up.
It's about that time.
It's that time. And they need to just make the decision to do it now. Get these guys out of there and go back to the drawing board. Because this team ain't doing nothing. They just wasting money. You know what I mean? Just
and time.
Money and time. No doubt about it. Money and time. Just wasting it. They might as well, they might as well blow it up. Vincent said, we as Bulls fans are so quick to say trade Zach, but Billy is ass. No strategy plays or sense of awareness. I don't know, man. I mean, he did good in OKC. Right?
With less, you can argue.
True. With less. And wasn't he the coach when Lonzo Ball was there?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, a lot of it has to do with Lonzo not being there. Like he was a perfect piece for them. He was a perfect piece for them. And then, injury and kind of messed up everything. When any have you heard anything? I know he's not coming back this season.
No, I actually stumbled upon a Bulls podcast less than a week ago, a couple days ago. And they said the only update was that he's pain free. But I mean that could mean everything, and that could also mean nothing. You know what I mean? Like, and then prior to that was what was that? The summertime when he, went on that little video rant of trying to prove Stephen A. wrong.
Right. Standing up and down in the chair.
Yeah. So I mean, this is the first time I've heard anything since then. But the fact that the report is he's pain free now would probably mean the reports that Stephen A. put out was accurate, or at least he was given that information. It wasn't made up.
Right. And how long is he under contract? Yeah, contract.
I want to say, I'm not sure. It was the same year as Brunson?
No. I think it was the year
The year before Brunson. None.
I can remember everybody, all Knicks fans, like, oh, look how good he's doing over there. All that stuff.
Okay, so yeah, the year before Brunson, I would assume that would make it 2 more.
Let's see what he is. Man, that'd be rough. 2 more years. He can't play. Oh, let's see, maybe he'll be able to next year. Maybe shorter than that. Excuse me. Let's see. Lonzo Ball. He makes $20.4 million this year, and then it's a player option for next year at 21 point, basically 24. I would think he'd probably pick up his player option.
Yeah,
You know what I
unless
mean?
he want to go play with his brother on a discount.
Yeah. I mean, but if it were me, I'd take the money. I'd take my 21.4.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd take my 21.4. Shoot. James said AK, and AK, everybody is right. Dang, I lost the name.
Arturo.
Arturo Carnesovas. There it is. I seen it. Arturo Carnesovas. But we'll
He's
just
the
call him AK.
president of basketball operations.
Vice President Basketball Operations. So James says AK stuck on what this team was. Billy will be here for a few more years. His extension kicks in after this season.
I guess a lot of their fans is, calling for Billy Donovan to be fired. Blaming Billy, and this guy saying, Billy was number one. He was here for Alonzo, and because of that success, they still want to believe in him.
Right. Or they want to believe in this team. I mean, the team is just terrible. You know what I mean? Coach Bill said Sim sounds like Red Fox doing a late night lounge act. That coach some honey lemon ginger tea. I've been drinking it all night, honey and lemon, all night long. It sounds better now than it did last night. Trust me. Trust me. Sounds better now. Hopefully tomorrow sounds even better because as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to drink some more tea. But I appreciate all you guys, though, for giving me the tips. You know what I mean? Helping me get better. I definitely appreciate that.
That's for sure.
Jeffrey, 7878 said the Bulls roster is beyond garbage. They have no size at all and get crushed by the Knicks. Is a joke. AK has to go and Billy Donovan. First of all, getting crushed by the Knicks is, it's not a joke. You know what I mean?
Joke's on you.
Exactly. It makes me mad every time I hear this. Every time we see fans from another team say, "Oh, we lost to the Knicks."
Oh, we let the Knicks.
We let the Knicks do this. I mean, have you been paying attention the past few years? Knicks are a good basketball team. Come on now.
Want to give a big birthday shout out to my man Jet for Life.
Oh, happy birthday!
Of course, you could get a happy birthday shout out, man.
Happy birthday, big brother.
Maybe we put some cakes in the chat. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
There's some candles and some happy birthday wishes.
No doubt.
Got a birthday win. You know what I mean? Salute and many more.
And many more, many more, my brother. Many more. But I mean, I don't know. You think the roster's garbage? The Bulls?
I don't. I don't think the construction is. I feel like the Bulls have been in a tough situation since Ball went down, and I mean, not for nothing, put any front office in that position. Pardon me. That's a tough decision to be in when one guy maybe not even arguably your best guy, but he might be the connector. You know what I mean? And when you lose the connector, that kind of bridges the gap between the LaVine and the DeRozan, bridges the gap between the young guys and the veterans. You know what I mean? Like he you know what I mean? It's like when you pull that one thread on your sock or your sweater, you know what I mean?
Right,
You pull that one thread and then next thing you know, the joint just fall
right,
apart.
right.
I mean, he was that thread that was keeping the sweater together.
No doubt.
And how do you pivot from that as an organization? Number one, I think you got to have luck on your side first and foremost. You know what I mean? Because it's not something you could just band aid. Even though I think that's what they've been trying to do is band aid it.
Right.
Uh, um, but do you at what point put it like this? He goes down. They didn't think the severity of the injury was going to keep him out to this extent. So you say, all right, we're gonna rock out this year and figure it out, and then next year he'll be back. We'll be good. Next year, same thing. The timeline extends. So now you got a decision. Do we blow it up now, or do we wait the 6 months projected for him to come back, and then 6 months he's not ready, and then et cetera, et cetera. It's a tough situation, but the construction of the roster, I feel, was not horrible. I think the results were.
Okay. What do you take of the fact that they've been up until they faced the Knicks tonight, that they've been playing better without Zach?
Couple things, couple ways I look at it. If the I mean, like you said, you don't think LaVine wants to be there. There's been speculation already that he doesn't want to be there. Um, if there's any validity to that, and it is from his side as well as the organization side,
Mhm.
if you're a part of that team and you know one of your teammates don't want to be there, and now he's sitting for whatever reason, whether it's he's out on injury or he's sitting to preserve himself from being injured, you as a teammate is going to take that personal. You're going to want to prove your value. I could do it without him. We don't need him. So I mean that could be one standpoint of it, and the other could just be the fact that they are better without him. And I don't mean that in overall like they're gonna win anything, but guys know their opportunity. Guys know they're gonna get increased minutes. They know their roles more. You know what I mean? Like when you take a pivotal guy out like that, that next man up mentality is gonna dwindle down to the people who weren't getting any minutes, any role, any rotation. So yeah, they're gonna be looking forward to this. Now it's my time to prove I'm a valid
Right,
NBA player,
right.
or I could do more.
I could do more. Right.
Hmm.
Lamar said, I would trade Zach for DeJounte Murray so quickly.
I mean, that puts them as a threat to grab them before we can,
Right.
because I could see the Hawks doing that, and I could see it potentially being a better fit for both of them.
It could be. DeJounte might do more of what Lonzo was doing, maybe, as far as getting the ball up the floor, being a little bit more of a distributor. And then Zach, could just be, and then, Zach can be, that shooting guard
With
yeah,
size still.
with size still, in Atlanta. Um, it could work better for both teams and both players. Could. You know, I don't know if either would be happy going to either
That's a good point.
organization.
It's a great point.
You know, they probably want to go to some place where they can win. You know what I
That's a
mean?
great.
And
That's
right
a great
now,
point.
you know, Atlanta's not winning. Chicago's not winning. Atlanta might be playing a little better now than they were earlier in the season, though. Right? Atlanta, no. Yeah, they're 14-19. Chicago's 15-21. Um, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah. I would think that they probably both want to try to go to a more of a win.
contending team,
A what?
contending team, or a
Yeah,
team they could, or a team they can convert to a contending team.
right. Exactly.
Knicks.
Right. Um, Ahmad Noble said DeMar Caruso and Drummond. Which two should we trade for, and what should we give up? Salute to the host in the chat. Appreciate you, Ahmad. I would probably go for DeMar, obviously, and I don't know if I would go for two. I'd probably just go for DeMar.
If I'm picking two, I'm going Caruso. DeMar and Caruso. I think both fit. I think both fit Tibbs. Um, and honestly, I did the show earlier. All three of these guys were in my discussion, but I ain't gonna lie. Hartenstein's play today. I was worried about his matchup against Drummond, not because of size, but because of girth. You know what I mean? And the tear Drummond's been on as of late. But I mean, this just showed me that one, if we did bring in Drummond, I don't think he would start,
No,
and I don't know how effective he would be overall. Like now I'm looking at a totally different type of center if I want to bring in another center. So yeah, it would only be Caruso and DeMar at this point for me, and I think either one or both would fit.
yeah, I definitely agree. I definitely agree with that. You know, my only thing about Caruso is, I mean, obviously he'd come off the bench, and then I guess would you be putting Deuce back
Hmm.
situation?
Situational, absolutely, because I feel like he is a taller, more experienced Deuce. You know what I mean? So he'll give you a little bit more offensively. You know what I mean? A little bit more defensively, a lot more with the experience. Um, and then he's 6'5", which
Right,
which changes. You know what I mean? Like even if Deuce progresses, he's not gonna progress to 6'5".
right, right. He ain't growing no more. Derek said, "Good thing New York Knicks didn't get rid of Randall when they treated him like Zach."
And Sim, I'm gonna implement a new I don't know if it's gonna be segment or what, a new part of the show, and that is going to be comment of the night. And Derek is the winner of the comment of the night, man. Because this one, I loved it when I read it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Now, when he said when they treated him like Zach, is he saying that the Bulls fans are treating Zach bad?
They're saying the Bulls fans do not appreciate Zach.
Okay,
At least that's my take from it. They're underappreciating him. They're calling for him to be traded. You know what I mean? They don't want him here no more. And he ain't even give him a thumbs down.
mm. What is it about Zach that they don't like?
That the Bulls aren't winning. because the energy when Ball was healthy and they were the number 2 seed in the East, the energy was a lot different.
Right. I mean, he's not having, one of his best seasons. He's still giving you 21 points a game, but he's only shooting 44% from the field, 33% from three.
I think what they should have did immediately when they lost Ball was find another connector. He didn't have to be the same offensive threat. He didn't have to be the same size. You know what I mean? But they should have went after who's the point guard? Now granted they just got him this year, I believe, but the point guard that was a backup that's running the point for Washington. Jones.
Right.
I think he came from Memphis. He was Memphis backup point guard.
You talking about the Bulls?
No, that's who the Bulls could have used. A low turnover, high assist, you know what I mean? Up and coming,
right?
Relatively cheap guy to find LaVine, to find DeRozan, to kind of get these guys off the ball all the time.
Right.
I think that would have helped them. But yeah, I think they're just mad. They're mad because they're losing. And half the team, half their fan base is he is their Randall. You know what I mean? Half the fan base, you know what I mean, are ready to move on, get rid of him, and the other half value him for what he's done through the bad times.
Right. LaVine, Greg said LaVine is washed. Good thing we didn't listen to Sim and trade for him. He's not washed. I can guarantee you that. He's not washed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he may not be having his best season, but he definitely isn't washed. And he's just reaching his prime. God can hoop. So I don't know what you're talking about, Greg. I don't know. I don't know what kind of player Greg is looking for anyway.
And Sim, if you ever have a different comment of the night for you, you know what I mean? By all means. But
yeah, no doubt. He said Bulls fans don't want him. And Knicks fans didn't want Randall. That's what Derek is saying. That's why fans aren't general managers and vice president of operations and stuff like that. Because we'll make decisions based on emotions. We'll never have a full team because every time somebody plays bad, we'll trade them. You know what I mean?
I think we have a Kings fan in the chat.
Kings fan.
I don't know why he said go New York, live from Yolo City. Kings win, like the beam. Appreciate you joining us.
Shout out to you. We appreciate it. We appreciate you dropping in.
Maybe they looking to trade for somebody from the Bulls.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
They like good looks.
We try and get as much intel as possible. Yeah, trying to get as much as possible. Zach said, I really thought we was going to turn this effing season around. It's not happening.
And here I am. Welcome to the Losers Lounge. Just blow it up and rebuild respectfully.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. They just, like the title on my thumbnail. Did I turn the season around? It's bullshit. What it is. That's what it is. I hate to put it like that, but the Bulls are just trash right now. You know what I'm saying? They need to blow it up, start over. If you're the Bulls and you're blowing it up and starting over, are you keeping Billy Donovan as your coach?
They just extended him.
Yeah. I mean, they
I mean,
did,
I mean,
but they could, buy him out and move in another direction. They would still be paying him, but,
I wouldn't if I'm blowing it up just for the simple fact. Pardon me. Why pay two coaches? You know what I mean? Like why pay two coaches? I'd rather blow it up, maybe get some insight from them on what type of players, you know what I mean, you would like, you think we need. I would get the insight from the coach. Who should stay, who should go, all that. You know what I mean? Because if you're gonna blow it up, you might as well save as much money as you can in the meantime. You know what I
right,
mean? In the process.
right. Might as
So
well. Right, right. Let me see. What else do we get? Nothing from the power forward position tonight. And the bench is doodle. See the little
the
dookie
bench is
guy.
bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. You see the little dookie guy in the corner? You're right. That's exactly what it is.
And it's tough to go up. It's tough to go up against a beast at that position.
Exactly. You know, it's tough. As much as Greg hates to say it, Julius Randle is playing like one of the best players in the NBA right now. So, your power forward position had to go up. Who's that? Patrick Williams?
Hmm.
Can't handle Randle. Like my man Walter White said earlier, can't handle Randle.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the OG.
Yeah. There was a time when when he first came in the league. I mean, I liked him when he was being drafted, Patrick Williams. But I didn't like him as your main starting guy. I thought he was a really, really good backup.
I wonder how the losing has affected his progression.
Right.
Because again, even with Lonzo as that connector, he was able to be a finisher, which I think is his best role, as opposed to trying to be a creator.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, not having Zoe changed a lot for the Bulls, changed everything for the Bulls. I mean, so now they might, break it down, sell off pieces, you know, sell off DeRozan to the Knicks. What I mean? Just, take back Evan Fournier. Doesn't really help them if they take back Kevin Fournier. So you got to give up draft picks. Take back Evan Fournier, somebody else, draft picks. Let's get DeMar, and then do whatever else you're going to do with everybody else. Be good.
Send LaVine to LA. You know they'll take him. You know they'll take him. What I mean? Get you a couple plays back from them.
Right.
Maybe you force a Austin Reeves. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, no. But Tony, I know this is a short one.
It's all good, Sim.
My throat starting to itch.
It's all right. Get that tea, man. There's no
Yeah.
game tomorrow. Maybe you don't gotta do no shows. And if you up to it, late night we do a show. We do a stoop or something. But
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
health
my voice,
first.
my voice is, I can, it's coming back. It's sounding better, but I can feel it right now. It's itching. Okay. So it's telling me, hey, chill out.
Wrap it up.
You know what I mean? It's time to chill out. So I'm gonna listen to it. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the Lucis Lounge. I know Greg is probably gonna be like, "That's it," like he did the other night. That's it.
So
So you gonna
you was late and you leaving early.
Greg's like, I ain't getting my money's worth.
Speaking of money, support the channel.
No,
We have been demonetized. We in January now, Sim. The you know what I mean? That date coming
yeah,
up though.
it's coming up. You know what I'm
Hopefully we
saying?
get it back.
They better remonetize. That's what they better do. I'm gonna
Mhm.
go to the YouTube office and bug out.
We're gonna have to do a digital petition and get
So
everybody to sign it. Like, yo, what are we doing?
I doing over there. Word. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate your time and energy. You know what I mean? Please make sure you support the channel. Cash App is $ nothing but Knicks, or PayPal is paypal.me/nothing but Knicks, folks. We are out of here. Peace.
Losing is what got us here. None of us feel good about it. This is, where we are. You are what your record is. You are what has happened, recently. But things can change quickly. Once we